Calista Flockhart.
Kiss my skinny white ass.
All the news on what had her using fighting words on the David Letterman set. Is Andie MacDowell headed for divorce? We know why she's separated from her husband.
It's GMA versus The Today Show. Enrique Iglesias versus Donna Summer. We're behind the scenes on the streets of New York for the dueling concerts as the morning shows vie for viewers.
I almost had a heart attack.
Who's the woman behind Ricky Martin's romantic message?
My love, this for you.
Eyes Wide Shut is about to get some competition from this low-budget horror movie. The Entertainment Tonight cover story. Is it real or fiction? Why the Blair Witch Project has become one of the most anticipated movies of the summer.
Burt Reynolds' new movie with Benjamin Bratt.
I think everybody's aware of Burt Reynolds.
A behind-the-scenes exclusive with Burt starring and directing. And why the Taco Bell dog is stopping traffic on Fair.
This is Entertainment Tonight, the most watched entertainment news program in the world.
Here are the top Hollywood stories for this Friday, July 2nd, 1999. Hello, everyone. I'm Mark Steinison for Bob Goen.
And Mary Hart is off tonight. I'm Jan Carl. Calista Flockhart has finally had enough of the controversy about her weight. So Ally McBeal took her anger about the press straight to the people.
I would like to take this opportunity just to tell the press to kiss my skinny white ass.
Calista Flockhart shocked David Letterman's live audience by venting her frustration with the media over rumors and innuendos about her slender size.
This is probably the best thing she could have done to clear the air and sort of raise her profile, and I really think it was an admirable thing to do.
The normally soft-spoken star let loose and said she's had enough of the topic of her weight.
No, I don't really pay attention anymore. I'm very, very bored with the whole thing. It's boring.
Flockhart's appearance came after she had canceled an earlier late show appearance, which she says was due to a scheduling conflict with Ally McBeal. But reports claimed she pulled out because she didn't want to confront weight questions. After this People story, Calista came to E.T. to talk about the issue.
I thought it was really vulgar. And I felt like I was being accused of some heinous crime. You know, it was very strange. I felt like I was, you know, I was blackmailed into doing it, pretty much. You know, they said cooperate or it won't be as favorable for you if you don't.
Are you comfortable with the weight you're at?
I am.
Good for you?
Yeah, I feel good.
I get a little of that myself. People say, gee, oh, you're too thin, you're too fat, you just, you know.
Last night, Calista's venting on the press proved, as far as she's concerned, the media story about her weight is over.
I would like to take this opportunity just to tell the press to kiss my skinny white ass.
Calista's in New York, of course, for her off-Broadway play, and Bash is a smash. Tickets for the hit are sold out through the end of its run, July 24th.
What's really going on in a celebrity marriage leads the ET News Brief. Here are the facts. Andie MacDowell and her husband Paul Qualley are indeed living apart after 13 years of marriage. But when contacted by ET, a spokesperson for the couple insisted that tabloid reports of legal separation and jealous feud was complete true. Brad Pitt and his Fight Club co-star Edward Norton are cover boys for the upcoming Premiere magazine. There's a freewheeling interview with high-spirited pictures, but the news scoop is the real reason this film was delayed from its scheduled summer release. Premiere relates it to the tragedy at Columbine.
The movie deals very on men who decide to ultimately start blowing things up. They probably would deny it, but I think that's part of the thinking to why the studio decided to let a little more time go by before they released the film.
Bruce Willis and his band, the Accelerators, barreled through a rock and blues set to celebrate the opening of a new Planet Hollywood. It's located in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Niagara Falls.
In one corner, smoldering Latin heartthrob Enrique Iglesias. In the other, singer Donna Summer. This morning, two network TV shows had a musical face-off on the streets of Manhattan. It was hard to hear the music over the screams as thousands of fans clogged both Rockefeller Center and Lincoln Center for two vastly different morning concerts. Enrique Iglesias led the battle of the bands for ABC's GMA, while legendary disco diva Donna Summer kicked it up a notch on NBC's Today. Today Enrique has made big news with its Friday concert lineup, generating heaps of publicity, enough excitement to avoid the summer doldrums. This morning, GMA Enrique to provide the fan frenzy.
I hate that word. Please don't. Heartthrob. That's too tacky for me.
Like it or not, hearts were beating faster, especially those of young ladies Enrique chose to serenade on stage. This teenage fan seemed like she might faint dead away at any moment. He gazed.
Is not gonna take a shower ever again.
And after her brush with fame, this 15-year-old was barely able to control her emotions.
I almost had a heart attack. I was died. I was so nervous and excited.
Even Diane Sawyer's substitute, Robin Roberts, found it difficult to resist Enrique's charm.
Never experienced anything like that. The teenagers flying out of the crowd like that. He is gorgeous. And he's talented, too.
While Enrique and Donna were on Manhattan Wild, another part of New York City was at a standstill. How the Taco Bell dog put the bite on Times Square traffic inside Hollywood. The Big Apple just got splashed with some salsa, thanks to a little visit to Times Square by the hottest dog north or south of the border.
Big news for hungry families everywhere.
It's enough to give a little dog a big appetite, though we're not sure he was eating Taco Bell. Ad for Taco Bell required producers to literally take over the fabled landmark, and it stopped traffic for hours.
A lot of excitement here and energy, so we wanted to try to take some of that, capture it, and use it.
And while his popularity may be rivaled by only the great Ricky Martin himself, this is one Latin lapdog who will forever be able to claim that he brought the city that never sleeps to a screeching siesta.
Loco grande.
Clint Eastwood has more co-stars for Space Cowboys. Joining Clint and Tommy Lee Jones, says Variety, are James Garner, Donald Sutherland, and William Devane. The film's about aging astronauts saving Earth from a crashing satellite. And author Mario Puzo, the man who created the book behind the Godfather films, has died from apparent heart failure. Puzo, who won 2 Oscars for his screenplay adaptations, was 78.
Burt Reynolds wants it, so does Julia Roberts' boyfriend. It is the hottest script in Hollywood, and throw in Jim Carrey's axe and Ally McBeal's buddy for good measure. What you've got is the last producer. Yep, another E.T. first.
Burt's one of those people, he's like the icon. You know, everybody knows Burt.
But not everybody knows this legend of the screen is also a director. Burt Reynolds is calling the shots while he stars in his new film.
Look through the lens, somebody. Out with it.
While it's obviously not easy doing double duty, Burt's co-stars, Benjamin Bratt, Greg Germann, Lauren Holly, and Charles Durning, are duly impressed.
He's a great actor, but he's a brilliant director.
After the first day with him, and he was so much fun, I thought, I was sort of waiting for the other shoe to drop. I thought, this can't be true. He can't be this good of a guy, you know, but it's just been a joy.
In the film, Burt's a has-been producer trying to raise enough cash to option a hot script before a young, ruthless producer, played by Bratt, takes it from him.
Sonny, it's over.
I've never run across a producer that looks like Benjamin Bratt or has a girlfriend like Benjamin Bratt has. I think we'd like to, you know, stereotypically say that producers are the worst of the lot, but that's true.
While Burt knows the ups and downs of a Hollywood career, he recently hit a high note with his Oscar-nominated performance in Boogie Nights. In fact, Holly couldn't wait to talk to Burt about the night they first met at a party for the film.
I thought he was so tremendous in the film, and I went over to tell him, and I was very excited, and I remembered the moment, and he didn't.
Happens to me all the time. The Last Producer also stars Anne Margaret and Rod Steiger. Look for it in theaters by year's end.
Ricky Martin is producing some heat on MTV. Coming up, why he's kicking back on a couch and getting wild.
This is hot. This is hot.
The low-budget horror movie that has millions waiting to see it. How 2 beginning directors turned a deadly mystery into one of the summer's most anticipated films. E.T. introduces you to Macaulay Culkin's baby brother. We're on the set for his movie star debut. Exclusive behind the scenes on the new music video Britney Spears is making with Sabrina, the Teenage Witch. That's next.